Peace, fam. It's your brother Cool. I'm making this video on the fly because I just seen some shit. Excuse me. I just seen some shit on Facebook that my spirit has to address. I really don't feel like people really get this shit, so I'm gonna put it out there. I just seen a video. If you go on my Facebook page, I shared it. It was a video about cops who were against the good cops. They're against what the bad cops are doing, correct? And they refuse to harass people and shit like that. So they're just pretty much explaining their story. They've been keeping records, and apparently they're filing a lawsuit against the bad cops. Nothing against them at all. But there was something that took place within that video that that shit really bugged me. The interviewer, of course, who was European, asked the cops, who were all, they were non-European, okay? Majority of them were either non-European. The interviewer asked all of the cops, "How does it feel to be how does it feel to be minority? Do y'all niggas know what a minority is?" Just so you see, I'm not fucking around with y'all niggas, because this shit really bugs me. All right. So I got 3 different dictionaries open. Okay. I got a Webster's New Universal Unabridged. All right. I got an American Heritage Dictionary, 2nd edition. Okay. And I got my joint right here. All right. 3. I'm gonna give you a fucking trinity today, okay, on this shit. And I don't want to hear this again. Okay. Now, bear with me, fam. When you look at the term minority, you have to be able to see the word inside of the word. How do you spell minority? M-I-N-O-R-I-T-Y. Let's remove the I-T-Y. M-I-N-O-R. That is a minor. Without me having to go into a dictionary. Oh shit, my books might get blown off. The wind's kind of getting strong. Hold on. Let me put these on chairs then. Well, that book ain't going nowhere. It's too damn thick. So, a minor. When you think of minor, you automatically think of someone who is a child, someone who is not a full adult, someone who cannot or is not in the capacity to make decisions for themselves, right? That is what a minor is. Someone who needs someone else to direct them until they become of age to where they can direct themselves. That is the difference between a minority and a majority, okay? So, the response from one of the policemen were, "How does it feel to be a minority?" One of them said, "It feels horrible." This shit should feel horrible, okay? Because by saying it feels horrible, you're saying that, yes, I am a kid. I am a child who needs my hand held. I can't make decisions for myself because I am not competent. I am a minor. I am a baby. So, minor, all right? This is my little trusty handbook here. A person who has not yet reached the age of majority. We'll address majority later. Of course, you will already tell that majority is the opposite of minority. What's a majority? The majority is the class of people who are competent. They don't act like kids. They don't need someone or a middleman to get shit done for them. They can just go on their own and handle their business and their responsibilities. So, minority. The state or period of being a minor. Also called minority group. A group of people sharing a characteristic that distinguishes them from the majority, right? So minorities have a particular characteristic that separates them from the majority or the rest. What is that separation? The fact that they think like a child. You separate yourself by how you think. How you think is who you are. So a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think like a minor or a child, guess what? You cannot be considered a majority. They're not going to look at you as an adult. Which is why you need a middleman for everything. A middleman for everything, because you can't do it on your own. You a child. Right? You a child. So, enough with this. Let's go in. Right? So pretty much when they say you a minority, they're saying you a baby. Okay? You can't think for yourself. You need someone to feed you, hold your hand, you know what I'm saying? take care of your financial work, okay? But guess what? All those services come with a fee. All those services come with a fee. So, I'm going to look up the term minority here in my American Heritage, right? Give me 1 second here. Excuse me for the pause. All right. Minority. I just want you to get a brief so you know that I ain't reading out of my ass. I'm reading on something, right? Minority. Let's look. The smaller in number of two groups forming a whole, right? Minority, majority. A racial, religious, political, national, or other group regarded as different from the larger group of which it is part. Okay? Of which it is part. Meaning the only way you can be a minority is to be a part of something that is bigger than yourself. However, only minorities need to be a part of something. Someone who is a majority starts their own shit. They don't need to be a part of anyone's thing. They have their own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? They're not paying or electing representatives to run shit for them, to take care of the city taxes, to take care of governmental procedures. They can do that shit on their own. That's what a majority is. Okay? Let me continue reading. The state or period of being under legal age. A minor. What do we learn about minors? Okay, minors cannot make decisions on their own. They need someone to hold their hand. They need someone to give them direction. They need someone to lead them, like a president or a senator or a mayor. Okay, minor. Now I'm about to hit you with the unabridged. All right, I pulled out 3 different dictionaries, and some of y'all still won't get this, but. For those who have the ear to hear, let them hear. It's going to go right into minority. Minor, right? Inside, the lesser in size, amount, number, or extent. Lesser in importance or rank, opposed to major. So, what the unabridged just said was, right? The third dictionary that I read and looked up the same words, right? It's called cross-referencing. So, a minor. Let me go read that again, man, because that shit is too deep. You know, lesser in importance or rank. So, why is it that people who are minorities, they gotta deal with the most bullshit? Who's getting killed in the streets by cops? When you look at the statistics, people of African descent are stopped way more than people of any other ethnicity, right? Or people of any other distinction. Why is that? Because a person someone who holds the position mentally of a minority, they automatically put themselves in a rank or status of less importance. So guess what? It's easy for someone to put 16, right? Lay out 16 shots at someone, and then the person who shot, you know what I'm saying, the cop who shot them, they only get what, a slap on the wrist, a little fine, or they get an opportunity to write a book and become rich and not work again. Why is it that you can shoot people who claim to be minors or people who claim to be of minority, and there are no consequences, right, for actions that are like, it doesn't have to be debated. They are against human rights, period. Human rights. But why? Like, why is it? Why is it that someone can get shot, a kid can get shot, and then the case gets waived, or the case doesn't even get prosecuted? The cop doesn't receive any consequences because a minority holds a rank or position of less importance. So if you claim to be a minority, what you're saying is you ain't important. You are not important in human society. And no one's forcing you to say that. You're fucking saying that. So you need to be mindful of your words, okay? I am not a minority. I am majority. I can conduct my own business. I can handle my own civil responsibilities as a national on my land. I don't need a congressman. I don't need a senator. I don't need a president. I cover all those jurisdictions on my own, within myself. I own myself. I am nobody's property. And the shit that I own is my property because according to Constitution, right, if you claim to be a minority or black or someone of color, you automatically fall under what? 3/5 of a man. Now, 3/5 of a man is considered what? A beast. Okay? A beast. So, a beast cannot enforce rights amongst human beings. Okay? So, with that being said, let go of that term minority. It does not serve us. It's actually a curse that the Europeans are laying in front of us, and then we're just invoking the curse upon us. Europeans cannot invoke curses or spells on people of African descent. They need people of African descent to use as a medium to invoke those spells. We are our worst enemy. We suffer for a lack of knowledge.